It was rather boring, yet somehow adorable at the same time. I speak of my new belly button tattoo. It's a charade. But also President Obama's Twitter town hall held at the White House on Wednesday. The event was billed as historic, using the social networking site invented by James Polk to put more voters in touch with Obama. But what it really was, short, heavily filtered questions with the prez sticking to his usual script. There was one highlight, Obama's old man gaffe.
We do have to make sure that there are computers in a computer age inside classrooms and that they work and that there's internets.
Yes, who doesn't love the internet? I think they're a band. Meanwhile, Obama is being criticized by Gawker.com for the latest White House salary report, which shows he clearly violated his policy of freezes on those making over $100,000. I think we should discuss this in the
lightning round.
Hey, what happened there? Ms. Gilligan, isn't he like overemphasizing the importance of Twitter? People who use it don't vote.
I don't know. I think he's just being, hip president. I think probably every president from now on will do it because...
But every time you try to be hip, you look square. We learned that from Huey Lewis.
But it's hip to be square.
And just for the record, the internet's clip, doesn't he correct himself right after?
Yeah, but we edited it to make sure that no one sees that. Anna, how dare you?
He just misspoke. It wasn't... Like
the
you
internet.
didn't know that it's not the internet.
Exactly. Sherrod, you aren't on Twitter, are you?
Yes,
so
I
haven't in that sense proven my point?
I'm on Twitter, and first of all, Obama, he can say my mother says interweb.
Yes.
You better get off the interweb. It's messing up my TV. You think it messes the TV up? She don't know.
Are you living with your mom?
No, my mother's actually a professor. If she heard me do that. She heard me do that at her, she'd kill me.
There's a chance that she might now.
She don't watch Fox. But I think he's just trying to be too hip. I think Obama's trying to be way too hip. And what is his next? His policy is going to be written in graffiti just to be down with the kids? Stop it. You're a president. Act like it.
Hey, Mike, isn't he kind of like, isn't this no different than the president would field questions from like a radio audience on a radio show? Why is it so special?
Yeah, I don't think it is special. I think it's interesting because it's so heavily filtered, right? And he's always put himself out there as the most transparent administration, but he's been very controlling of the press conferences, and this is just another example of it. I mean, the Twitter medium is actually a perfect way to ensure you don't get caught out on any question, and so I think it's right along with his style.
Strategically, it was quite brilliant, is what you're saying.
And the dude who interviewed him was one of the founders of Twitter, right? So it's Obama who went to Yale or whatever, and this is a nerd. So just two nerds talking.
It'd be great if, like, in between the Twitter questions on the board, just really quickly, they all of a sudden just saw Anthony Weiner's wiener. Like, just in between, he's like, oh my gosh, what happened?
That's what happens on Twitter. Bill, are you finally going to vote now that your cardboard box has a real address on it?
Yeah, I've got internet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's available too. No,
That's actually not internet. That's a hole in the box so you're looking at people.
Oh, no, it's just a net that I enter through. I looked at all the criticism of Obama utilizing Twitter for this press conference, every way he said internets. I thought of one word: deserving. I think we all can say one thing. It doesn't take 140 characters, I should say, to spell impeachment.
Come on, man.
I'm with you on that.
I think.
All right. Doing a great job. Let's not act like that. He's doing a great job. I love Obama.
Of course you do, Sherrod. No. Of course you do.
The one thing I don't like about him is that he's black. Everything else I love. People at home confused. What did that mean? Burn the TV.
I think the TV exploded already.
They're rewinding right now. Let me see that again.
I can't get over that he's black.
All right, next topic.
I can feel your anger right now. Wow. I can actually smell your racism, your self-hatred.
On Wednesday, Newsweek editor-in-chief Tina Brown referred to the GOP as suicide bombers. It happened on MSNBC's Morning Joe during a discussion about the president being, quote, held hostage on the debt ceiling.
I think that, frankly, the president would have no credibility if he did not demand some.
He's going to demand it, but he ain't going to get it.
I'm not
How is
sure
that?
about that?
Okay, so I think what was the answer to my question about who the hostage taker is, Willie?
Sounds like Pat's boys. Pat's boys are holding the hostage.
That's what I think they're the suicide bombers in all of this.
Oh. I think we just doubled the MSNBC audience by showing that. Now, you may recall this is the same Tina Brown who recently photoshopped the late Princess Diana onto the cover of Newsweek, distorting the image, aging her as if she had lived instead of died. And there's more on another part of the show. This happened.
And sees the United States as an essential component of its eventual success in that quest. But some segments of the military are disaffected. The intelligence service.
You know, when you hear that, that means a unicorn's being born.
You know what I'd be willing to put, you know what I'd be willing to put serious money on? It wasn't that guy's phone.
No. Wait,
he's got crazy phones.
Yeah. This one's back in his office wired to a wall. He doesn't know what a BlackBerry is.
Mike, if someone on the right had said this about the Dems, how much outrage could we expect?
A lot of outrage, a tremendous amount of outrage, and
I can't get worked up about it, but I know they would get worked up.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, it's people say on both sides, people say incredibly inane, stupid
but
things.
But she says a lot of things.
She says a lot of stupid things. But you're right. This would be outrageous if you or I or Sherrod said this.
I say this kind of stuff all the time.
You do.
Listen, it was like metaphors. It's like she was like a bad rapper who using stuff she don't know to compare things. She's like, blow up like the World Trade, and don't know why that's inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly. And also, she's kind of a plagiarist because what's his name? Who's the dude on MSNBC? Chris Matthews said the same thing yesterday, but described the Republicans as Wahhabis. Wahhabis?
Wahhabis.
What? Well, I really ruined that. What is that? Wahhabis?
Yeah, it's a sect. It's
a violent Islamic sect.
Extremist group.
Yeah. So she didn't even go very far from there. She's not very original. Poor choice of words, Anna.
Poor choice of words, but also it's TV. She was trying to be dramatic and make a point. I would say that in all of your Gregalogs, I'm sure you have compared a few Democrats to being terrorists. Have you not?
Never.
I haven't accessed the archives, but I bet you that there are a few references.
Actually,
I'll show you a couple after.
I don't think I have.
I think you have.
No, I don't think I ever have. I honestly think
I'll take this bet.
Yeah,
right.
I can.
Or maybe Andy Levy can join up for the post-game wrap-up.
I bet
what are we betting?
I
don't know.
I bet I can find
No. I want you to find them.
Okay.
If you can find in a Gregalog me comparing Democrats and terrorists.
Have people write in for what the.
Now I did call them patriotic terrorists, but that's not a terrorist.
Wait a minute. Your bets now, my friend.
No, it's completely different.
We win.
Yeah, it's completely different. I gotta move on. Time for another break. And remember to check out the new Red Eye podcast. There's a new one every day. To catch them, go to foxnewsradio.com and click on Red Eye. Tonight we talked about all sorts of fun things. Like